Hi friends, welcome back to my channel on How to Adult 101. You saw that right, we are talking about sex today. I'm not going to go into detail on how to have sex. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to talk about what I've learned from it, what made me grow as a person, the emotions that come with it, how to protect yourself, and all that stuff that not many high school teachers or teachers, parents in general, really want to talk to you about because, it's a little awkward and uncomfortable. And so I am here to tell you what I have learned and how to understand sex a little better from an emotional perspective. Be sure to stick around by subscribing down below, and if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. That helps me a lot. And if you have any questions about anything, don't hesitate to message me on here or on Instagram. I always have my social medias linked down below. And I'm just going to throw a disclaimer out there. I'm not like a doctor or a psychologist or anything, so I'm not licensed to help you, but I will absolutely 100% give you my best answer from my personal experience. So if you need that help, if you need someone to talk to, a friend, a colleague, whatever it is that's not professional, I am there for you from my personal experiences. So enough of that, and let's just get started with this video. Alright, so I'm going to go pretty personal. I'm going to tell you all about me and how I first did it and how I first learned about sex and what really goes into sex and stuff like that. So I first had sex when I was 17 years old with a guy that I dated for maybe 2 months. In my mind, I just wanted to get it over with. That's what I thought was the best way to go about it. I just wanted to get it over with. He just wanted to just do it. And if you're still in high school and you think the best way to do it is to get it over with without any emotions attached, there are going to be some emotions in there. If you have the slightest inkling saying that you shouldn't do it, don't do it. I know that you want to get it over with, but sex is so personal, so emotional. There's so much attached to it. I know that you probably hear this all the time, but it's true. There's so much attached to it that if you do it with someone that you don't maybe love or don't see yourself with, it's gonna make you feel like crap. Honestly, it's gonna make you feel like you just lost everything to a guy that you might not see ever again, and now you just feel guilty for what you did when you do find the one. Or some people, it may be okay, I got it over with, whatever. But for me personally, I kind of was very sad afterwards because I was the type of person that wanted to find love so bad, and for me to do it with somebody that I dated for 2 months that I barely knew, it just made me feel like I wasn't the person who I thought I was. When afterwards I wish that I could have gone back and been like, no, I'd rather, find that person to do it with. At the moment, I was relieved that I got it over with, but looking back at it now, I wish that I did it with the person that I love, because it means so much more to me now than it did back then. And it just just makes you think about things, and it makes you feel things that you don't want to feel. It just makes you sad, anxious, and that's not what sex is. Sex is something that you're supposed to cherish, that you're supposed to enjoy, that you're supposed to love with the person you love. So that's the emotional side of things. First times for anybody, if you are thinking about wanting to do it just to get it over with, definitely think about it long and hard. If you think that it's not gonna be an issue, then it's your life. You can do whatever you want to do. But if you have that slightest inkling that's telling you no, don't do it. So now we're gonna talk about contraceptives. This is so important because this can prevent you from, one, you know, having a child, and two, getting really bad STDs and diseases, which is not good. And so when I told my mom that I wanted to go on the pill, she said no. The reason why she said no was because she thought that if I went on the pill, I would keep on having sex, or I would have sex. And the thing is, if I am in her shoes, and when I have children one day, I would rather be safe than sorry. I would rather have my kid be safe than have, you know, a baby when they can't afford it, or have a disease when they had their whole life ahead of them. You know, I just want you to put that in perspective, because it's so important. You know, you are your own person. You're gonna do whatever you want to do, no matter what your parents or whoever is telling you not to. So that's the thing about contraceptives. If you are a parent and you're not giving your child whatever they want, you're gonna go and do it anyways, and then now they're unsafe about it. So just put that in perspective and think about that. And there's just so many out there, you know, like condoms for women, IUDs, the things that go up your arm, pills. Just there's so many out there nowadays that it would be not smart to not give your child that, or prevent yourself from getting something. And I mean, if you're not having sex, that's awesome. If you're waiting for the person that you love or the person you want to marry, that's awesome. But for the people that are doing it, you know, just to be safe, it is so important to have a plan. Moving on to college. College is the time of experiments where you're away from your family. You can do whatever you want to do. There's a lot of people in college that don't want to be in a relationship and just want one-night stands. And if that's not you, don't be that person. Don't be that person that they have that one-night stand with, because emotionally it will affect you. Emotionally it will ruin you. I was that person, and I was very sad and unhappy my freshman year because of who I was. I really hated who I was back then, and just thinking about it now, it makes me really sad, the type of person that I was, because of me trying to find myself and using sex as the answer. That is not the answer. I mean, if you want to, if you just want to try it out, that's fine. But if your emotions get involved, maybe it's time for you to stop. If you're that type of person that wants to experiment, enjoy the free life, enjoy the feeling, whatever it may be, you're your own person. You do you. I'm just telling you guys how I feel now that I found the one, and what I felt during that time when I was doing it. Like, I'm not perfect either. I have had my fair share, you know, and I'm not here to shame anybody and say that you're a terrible person or anything like that. I'm just telling you my story and how I felt. And if you're okay with that, that is fine. I mean, it is your life. Again, you do you. I am regretting it now that I have found, you know, Mike. And at that time, it didn't seem like a lot, or it didn't seem like much, or it was just like, oh, it's fine. There's just a few people here and there. But after I found Mike, it is something that I'm really sad about. Maybe that's not you. That is fine. Maybe it will make you a better person from it, and you're fine with that. That's fine. Again, I'm not here to shame you or anything. It's just I'm telling you how I feel emotionally from that. And if you're the type of person that wants to try to find the right one, having sex with that person because you think that they will love you or they would want to be with you is also not the answer. If that person keeps on pushing you and pushing you to do something that you don't want to do, that person is not the right person for you, because if they really love you and if they really care about you, they would wait with you. So if you think you're in love with this one person and he is like forcing you or making you have doubts about your beliefs or whatever it is, he is not the right one. And having sex with them is going to make you vulnerable, and you will be that girl or that guy that person will come running back to because he knows that you will do anything for him, like sex. So don't be that person. Don't be that girl or guy that does that, because again, if he is forcing you or she is forcing you to do something that you don't want to do, it just means that they don't love you, and that means you should just wait for that right person if you want to wait for that right person, because that person that's forcing you to do stuff is not right for you. I'm just going to close this off by saying that love is so important now that I look back at my years, and it just feels so different to have sex with the person you love. That the emotions, the feeling, it just feels so different, and I wish that I was able to feel that, the multiple times that I did, first have sex, or those one night stands that I did, because I wish that it was with the guy that I love now. And sometimes I feel guilty and I feel bad that I came to that realization that sex is more than just sex. Sex is just that emotion, the love, that connection. And so thinking back now, I wouldn't have done any of that, but then sometimes I'm like, it made me who I am. It's just like that in between. If you want to do it, great. If you don't want to, don't force yourself to. That's all I'm trying to say. There's a lot that goes into it, and again, if you have any questions you want to ask me, be sure to message me. I will answer your question as best as I can. Again, I'm not like a psychologist, a doctor, or anything, but I will help you from my personal experiences. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And be sure to subscribe down below for more of these How to Adult 101 videos, because I am doing a series here up on that. And let me know in the comments down below what you want to hear from me about how to adult. Is it school? Is it finance? Is it finding a house? Whatever it is, let me know in the comments down below and I will do a video for that. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.